there are a number of things, but the first is that people are people, and folks who identify as lesbian or gay, bisexual, transgendered, queer are they're trying to make the most sense of their life as they can. They feed their dogs, they love their children, they keep good care of their gardens. I mean, people are people. And so the most important thing that Christians can do is not buy into this real travesty of personhood that has come to us through the category of sexual orientation, and that is to believe that somehow people who identify as gay or lesbian are a separate species of people. There's one category of personhood. A person has a soul that will last forever, is an image bearer of a holy God. So even when we meet people who are reflecting that image badly, and I think it's fair to say that we all would be considered that person, we still must see that person as an image bearer of a holy God. Another thing Christians get really tripped up with, I think, is they focus so much on the particular sin that person manifests, or that you think that person manifests, and they become then bad listeners. You know, when I first started reading the Bible and was meeting with Ken Smith, who's the pastor the Lord used in my conversion, he was really clear that he knew that my being a lesbian was not my biggest sin. Being an unbeliever was. So don't get sidetracked into focusing on sins, plural, about anybody, whether it's your neighbors who identify as LGBT or other neighbors. Get to know people well enough to know what's really the issue. You know, everyone has a longing for those things that eternal souls need. And the Word of God is the only food, and the person of Jesus Christ is the only friend for all of humanity. So don't get sidetracked with how people are presenting themselves or how they're identifying. That's not helpful, and it's not even kind. Another thing you might want to think about, too, is that before you focus on the specifics and on the consequences of original sin, a really helpful thing to do is to really just share worldview. When people get together and they talk, it doesn't hurt to say, well, you know, this is why Christians think the way they think. We believe that all people are distorted by original sin. Me and you and everybody else, and we're all distorted differently. But before you get into the particulars of actual sins, it really does help to at least have some kind of opportunity to talk about some other things. And there's only one way to do that, and that's to actually have time with people, to not be afraid to linger with your neighbors, and to not be afraid to have a particular household that encourages people to come and share their lives